The following review has been approved by Lord Carnage and the best of Classic Game Room. Welcome to CGR Comics from Classic Game Room, where I've got Volume 3 of one of my favorite manga series. It's Gon, where the back of the book says, "Size doesn't matter, but trouble comes in a little package." Oh my goodness. Volume 3 from Masashi Tanaka. It's Gon, the little dinosaur who fights for and against the forest. I've really been enjoying this series of books sent to the show by my friend Felicity in England. These are dynamite manga with no dialogue, just action and an extremely likable and well-drawn character, Gon. A little dinosaur who kicks more ass than an ass-kicking factory. Volume 3 contains 4 short stories. The first one is my favorite. Gon goes down the river. After searching for water, like usual, he uses his head and smashes something. This time it's the wall, which unleashes a giant river that Gon rides out to sea. And I love the way Masashi Tanaka draws water scenes and underwater scenes and the creatures and expressions. He's really good, to put it lightly. His art and storytelling just make this book incredibly fun. It's like one giant issue of G.I. Joe issue number 21, the one with no dialogue, except with a dinosaur and less snake eyes. And more fish. The fish are great. I like this story the best in the book because it's so entertaining. It's just so much fun to watch Gon go down the river, mess with fish, and end up friends with the whales. I mean, who doesn't love whales? The last panel in this story is, I think, my favorite of all of his work that I've seen to date, where Gon is being blown up into the air by a whale, and just there's so much great detail here. Good perspective work, too. We move on from that really likable story to the next one, where Gon comes across as kind of a dick. Gon glares. It's more like Gon messes with the natural order of things. He protects the innocent creatures in the forest, like koalas and kangaroos and the platypus, but in the process prevents a wolf from feeding their cubs. And I don't want to give away the endings of these stories, but let's just say the wolf gives them the finger. From there we move on to Gon Goes Mushroom Hunting, which could have easily been titled Gon Gets High with the Rest of the Forest, or Fantasia. I'm not really sure what to make of this one. It's probably the weakest story in the book, but it's got some great artwork nonetheless, like a giant mushroom, I guess, if you like. I personally find mushrooms disgusting, in all forms, so. The final story is more of an emotional one. Gon fights with wolf brothers, but not against them. He fights for them, or with them, against a Siberian tiger. And the one thing I take away from this story is that tigers are douchebags. It's actually a very sad one, but anyway, this book and all the other ones come highly recommended, and once again, thank you to Felicity from Worcestershire, England, for sending Gon to the show. The Best of Classic Game Room is now on DVD, Blu-ray, and Hyper Laser Vision album set.